For over 1,000 years, the Petén Basin was a graveyard of secrets. We thought we knew the Maya. We saw them as a scattered collection of small forest kingdoms, living in harmony with the wild. But in the last few years, the Earth gave up its ghost. Using LiDAR, laser pulses fired from planes, archaeologists stripped away the trees to find something impossible. 60,000 structures, massive highways, industrial-scale farms. The Maya weren't a forest tribe. They were a sprawling, high-tech megacity of 20 million people. But then they vanished, not because of a mystery, because of a choice. To understand the fall, you have to see the heights. By 700 AD, the Maya were the masters of the Western Hemisphere. They didn't have the wheel, and they didn't have iron. Instead, they used pure mathematics. They calculated the orbit of Venus with an accuracy that wouldn't be matched for a millennium. They built sakbiobs, white stone highways that glowed in the moonlight, connecting cities across hundreds of miles of jungle. But their greatest feat was water. In a land with no major rivers, they engineered massive reservoirs and used crystalline quartz to filter their drinking water. They had built a paradise in a green desert. But a paradise of 20 million people has a massive appetite. The Maya didn't just believe in the gods, they believed the gods were hungry. The Kuhul Ajar, the holy lords, promised the people that in exchange for blood and loyalty, they would provide rain. As the population exploded, the pressure on the kings grew. To build their towering pyramids, they needed lime plaster. To make lime plaster, they had to burn wood, tons of it. For every single major temple, an entire forest had to die. By 800 AD, the Maya had literally stripped the land bare. Without trees, the moisture left the soil. The temperature rose. The very gods the kings claimed to control were turning against them. Then the sky went dry. Tree ring data reveals a mega drought that lasted nearly a century. This wasn't a quick apocalypse. It was a slow, agonizing realization. The kings performed the rituals. They spilled their own blood. They sacrificed their finest warriors. But the rain didn't come. The social contract was broken. If the king couldn't bring the rain, why did he deserve the throne? The Maya didn't die out. They walked away. They left their gleaming cities to rot. They tore down the statues of their leaders and vanished back into the mountains and the highlands, leaving behind a stone warning for anyone who dared to build a world on a fragile foundation. Today, 6 million Maya still live in Central America. They kept their language, their culture, and their soul. But their cities, they remain buried, slowly being reclaimed by the very trees they once cut down. We look at the Maya and see a lost people. But perhaps we should look at them and see ourselves. A civilization that reached for the stars but forgot to protect the ground beneath its feet. If you want to see more hidden history, subscribe. And tell us in the comments, is our modern world heading for its own Maya moment?